Good morning, students. Class ninth biology, and our chapter is tissue. Here given a activity 6.2. Take a plant stem and with the help of your teacher cut into very thin slice or sections. Now stains the slice with a saffron. Place one neatly cut section on a slide and put a drop of glycerine. Cover with a cover slip and observe under the microscope. Observe the various types of cells and their arrangement. Compare it with the figure 6.3. Now answer the following of the basis of your observation. Are all cells similar in structure? How many types of cells can be seen? In some situations, it contains chlorophyll and perform a photosynthesis, and then it is called chlorenchyma. In aquatic plants, large air cavities are present in parenchyma to help them float. Such a parenchyma type is called aerenchyma. The flexibility in plants is due to another permanent tissue, collenchyma. It allows bending of various parts of plant like tendrils and stems of climbers without breaking. It also provides mechanical supports. We can find the tissue in leaf stalks below the epidermis. The cells of this tissue are living, elongated, and irregularly thickened at the corners. There is a very little intercellular space. You have seen very little intercellular space and wall thickening nucleus vacuoles in collenchyma B, and C is sclerenchyma, and D transverse section of and longitudinal section of sclerenchyma. At another type of permanent tissue is sclerenchyma. It is the tissue which makes the plant hard and stiff. We have seen the husk of coconut. It is made up of sclerenchymatous tissue. The cells of this tissue are dead. They are long and narrow as the walls are thickened due to lignin. Often these walls are so thick that there is no internal space inside the cell. This tissue is present in stems, around vascular bundles, in the veins of leaves, and in the hard covering of seeds and nuts. It provides strength to the plant parts. Here guard cell have seen in stomata, and stomata help in transportation of gases. Activity 6.3. Take a freshly plugged leaf of rohio. Stretch and break it by applying pressure. While breaking it, keep it stretched gently so that some peel or skins project out from the cut. Remove this peel and put it a petri dish filled with water. Add a few drops of saffron and wait for a couple of minutes, and then transfer it into a slide. Gently place a cover slip over it. Observe under the microscope. What you observe is the outermost layer of the cell called epidermis. The epidermis is usually made of a single layer cells. It in some plants living is very dry habitats. The epidermis may be thicker since protection against water loss is critical. The entire surface of the plant has an outer covering, epidermis. It protects all the part of plant. Epidermal cells on the aerial part of the plant often secrete a waxy water resistance layer of their outer surface. This aids in protection against loss of water, mechanical injury and invasions by parasitic fungi. Since it has a protective role to play, cells of epidermal tissue form a continuous layer without intercellular spaces. Most epidermal cells are relatively flat. Often their outer and slide walls are thicker than the inner walls. We can observe small pores here and there in the epidermis of the cell. These pores are called stomata. Stomata are enclosed by two kidney-shaped cells called guard cells. They are necessary for exchanging gases with the atmosphere. Transpiration, loss of water in the form of water vapor, also takes place through stomata. Thank you, student.